Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the next installment of getting this boat ready to head to the Bahamas. We're now about 2 weeks away from the boat leaving the lake here to head on over to St. Petersburg, Florida to get some work done on it. I'll get everybody caught up on the progress that we've made. There's been several nice changes along the way. Still got a bit more to do in the next week and a half or so. I don't want to wait till the last minute, of course, to have some of these things done. Some of it's out of my control, of course, but the things that are in my control, I'm going to have done in a timely fashion. So the guys are still working on updating the video components. As you can see over here, we've switched out that bigger DirecTV box for a smaller one. So now we have two smaller ones. You can see this has been finished out very nicely. This is the control unit for the Intellian satellite dish, and this is the Rockford Fosgate stereo piece. Got that all connected. It looks good, sounds good. I love it. So I'm real happy with that, but still working on getting all this stuff hooked up for now. Got everything out of here from the bottom. All this is electrical outlet that we're just going to have to mount either on the side or in the back somewhere. Still got to clean out my junk drawer here. Moving on to some other things, I bought two Yamaha 500 Li sea scooters. These are really cool, so that's really for the guests to enjoy on the charters. One thing that's strange about those Yamahas, and I'm not sure about other manufacturers, but I have not been able to find a carry case or a bag to put those in. So I got them sitting here with cheap old pillowcases on them right now. A couple other things I've been doing. I bought some of these Onyx AM24 life jackets for the crew. These things are really cool. They're automatically inflatable once you get them in water and submerged, and at a certain level they'll inflate with a little cartridge, so it'll keep your head up if you fall in the water. Got some floats for the guests to play on. These things blow up really big. You can put a bunch of people on them, pretty cool. Back here, what's in this thing is really cool. It's a electric bike made by a company called Jupiter. So it's a Jupiter bike, and it folds up so small that it goes into this backpack. I love it. So what I plan to do with it is when we cruise to small islands and just want to get from point A to point B without having a car or anything like that, we can just hop on that electric bike and go. You see, I've taken all the bedding off, the comforters, the pillow covers, all that. They are at the cleaners right now, getting dry cleaned, and I've also bought all new bedding, so all the cotton sheets and the covers, all that kind of stuff is being replaced. I'm gonna wait until kind of the very end to put all that stuff back on the boat. Up front here, not a lot of significant changes. Of course, the bedding, the comforter and everything is off here. The pillow covers, they're also at the cleaners getting cleaned. I did buy a bunch of new life vests for the guests, who they can wear these when they're riding the sea scooters. Or I also bought a paddle board, so they can wear these while riding the paddle board. Ordered a whole bunch of new shirts for the captain and crew to wear. These are really cool. I got these from a company in Fort Lauderdale. So we got the logo right there, got the hailing port Key Biscayne down on the side, the name of the boat over here on the sleeve. Really cool. And then on the back, got a little silhouette of the boat. So they did a really nice job there. And I got some more coming. I got them in gray and white and all kinds of different sizes. This isn't even all the shirts in here. That's just some of them. Ordered some light blue ones also. But they did a real nice job. I've got some ball caps coming. We ordered some cups, koozies. So, you know, the guests can have those. We'll give those away. Of course, the shirts we're not giving away. Ordered some polo shirts too for the crew to wear. All right, so outside things are a bit of a mess, but they've gotten a lot of the work done actually. You can see this is a custom piece that they put in here. Looks really good. We're not going to end up keeping those remote controls and things in there. I'm not sure what we're going to store in here yet, but it's better storage space than was in that factory space. Also, you can see they've fixed that hole that was there. The fiberglass guy did a really nice job. I mean, you can't even tell that something was there. Same up here. Those holes where the speakers were are now gone, so that looks very nice. I had him actually refinish. They sanded down and refinished the table that was the original factory table that came with the boat that I have not used in over 7 years. It's been sitting collecting dust and really looked like shit, and had them sand it down, and he put, I don't know, 10 layers of some kind of clear coat and lacquer on there or something. You know, he's the fiberglass and wood guy, so he knows what he's doing, but it looks really nice. So I'm excited about that. The up here, still waiting on the canvas guys. As you can see, they've taken this whole track off the top where the zipper usually goes. They're doing a little bit of repair work on the piece of canvas that goes you know, across the back, and they're also custom making me a piece that's gonna have a little stainless post that comes up to here and then connects to the back of the boat and gives me kind of an awning that'll go across. So I'll be sure and show you guys that stuff as soon as I get it. They're telling me it'll be today or tomorrow when it arrives, but again, we'll believe it when we see it. Updated the fire extinguishers, got some better marine fire extinguishers, put some labels on here since there's going to be charter guests, a little bit easier for them to identify where everything is. Kind of did some of that down here for the life jackets also. Cleaned up and organized some things down there. Bought a couple of bins, put stuff in. So that's about it for right now. I'll keep you guys updated on the outside and everything else as things progress. So I know I've mentioned in the previous videos about integrating the Sirius XM weather device into my system. Now I have the Raymarine GS 165s, which are really cool. I had those put in 2017, so about 2.5 years ago I had them put in, and they were brand new, state of the art. Well, so we had to figure out which Raymarine device was the one we needed to connect the XM weather with my system, and the consensus when we bought it was that it would be the SR200 module, and I've showed that in a previous video. Well, when my installers got in there and put it all together, it wasn't working right with the GS 165. So they made a call to Raymarine, actually several calls, trying to figure out what was going on. And Raymarine ended up telling them ultimately that the SR200 and Sirius XM weather do not integrate with the GS modules. They originally told them that we needed the old SR150, which they don't even make anymore. So it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm still confused as to why Raymarine would have what I would consider a pretty much brand new product. It's 2.5 years old, and they were new on the market when I got them. They haven't been, the GS haven't been around that long. But why they would have their brand new SR200 that would not be able to integrate with the GS 165s. It doesn't make any sense to me. And it won't work, to my knowledge, with the SR 150. You can't even find those SR 150s. I found one on eBay that was used, and it looked kind of beat up, and I'm not going to spend, I mean, it was a lot of money too that they wanted for this thing. I'm not going to spend that for that. So their solution at Raymarine was, they said that the new Raymarine Axiom multifunction displays will integrate with the SR200 quite seamlessly, and so that I would need to purchase a new Axiom multifunction display, and via the NEMA 2000 connection integrate it with my existing system, and that once we do that, all the XM data will then subsequently be able to show up on the GS165s. So my installers got an Axiom multifunction display and all the transducers and everything from West Marine, and we are planning to hook that up today to kind of do a test run to see if that does in fact work. I have some doubts, but I will certainly let you guys know, because it's kind of a big deal. A lot of people have these GS165s that they want to integrate with certain things, and if it's going to require an Axiom multifunction display to do it, that might turn a lot of people off, because that's, those things aren't cheap. I think the one that I'm looking at with the transducers and everything is like $1,200 or something, and that's for a pretty small one. Not only that, I'm not sure where I'm even going to put that Axiom, because I don't have a heck of a lot of room at the helm to put that stuff. So stay tuned. I will definitely keep everybody up to date on that. But I did some research on those Axiom multifunction displays, and they're really cool. Those transducers they have, like for the underwater, I got this 3D imaging that is super cool, and I would love to be able to get that on the boat here. So I'm really hopeful that this works out, and we'll let you guys know.